Hey y'all. Oh, I gotta fix my camera, y'all. Listen, we got entanglement, we got slaps, we got eruptions, we got issues going on around here. So I'm gonna play a quick little countdown here so I can fix my camera right fast. And then we gonna get into these things. The things and things and things of it all. Child, we got all kinds of stuff. Like, is Will mad at the wrong man? Should he not have taken his anger out on the month after July? Was that joke really that serious? Did it really happen that way? I'm trying to understand. I can't understand. I cannot understand. I cannot understand. So we're going to talk about this. And like I said, I'm going to play a little short intro. I might give me like a 2-minute countdown here so I can fix my camera, y'all. We're going to look at the astrological charts. I'm going to pull some cards. We're going to look at the fact, I've been all over the YouTube streets today, and I'm going to let you know what I heard from everybody. Okay? From everybody. And then I want us all to talk about this because this is a problem. Was it staged? You know what I'm saying? Was it staged? It's a valid question. But I've been all over the YouTube streets. I wasn't minding my own business today. I'm not even going to tell that lie. I'm not going to hold you on that. I was minding Will's business and Jada's business. That's whose business I was minding today. So let me fix this here camera situation. Let me play you this intro. So it's going to be 2 minutes. Gather up the peeps. Gather them all up. Tell them we here. And we're going to have a wide open, I'm going to bring y'all up to the panel. We're going to talk tonight. I'm in for the long haul. Okay. All right. Here we go, gang. Here we go. 2 minutes.
It is an elephant.
Okay, I'm going to disable the camera for a hot second while I'm loading the things up. No, I don't want to update you right now. How's everybody doing? I'm going to start thank you, everybody. Hey, Melinda J, how are you, baby? Hey, Keza. Hey, Jack the Voice. Andrea, how are you? Big Mama, thank you for coming on over. Thank you for coming on over. Let me fix this other thing here. Hold on. And settings. Refresh. You should be available. All right. Well, I see you're not gonna act right. Okay, here we go. Melissa, hello. Who else do we have in the house? Velma, hello. Who else we got in the house? Y'all is really giving us. Hey, Wonder Woman, how are you, honey? Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Shakima. Hey, Lorene. Hey, Rosie. Hey, Nico. All right, we're gonna enable this whole situations. Hopefully, this goes the way it's supposed to. And let me see here. Here we go. Are you not gonna act right for me? Hold on, guys. All right, now we good. All right. You know, a few technical difficulties. All right, one more. Tonight. All right. Hey, Miss Ree, how you doing? Hey, Kish. Hey, y'all. Okay, let's get this party started, shall we? Shall we? Shy-Tan, what you say? You been on a roll with this Will Smith nonsense, this tomfoolery? The tomfoolery of it all? So let's be nice. Let's be nice. Somebody did say they liked, where is it? Keza said she liked Jada's dress. Hey, Rico. Okay, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. Hey, Juanita, how you doing, darling? I'm gonna move this over here. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what else a sister has. Usually I have two. Oh, I could do my double screen today. Here, because I just switched over to another program. So we have the double screen today. So what I have today right here, I have my gavel. Okay. So when we out of order, I'm going to be sure to let you know that we're out of order. Okay? Because I don't be dealing with the out of order. Yes, the tomfoolery of it all. So we're going to look at a few things today. And we're going to look at some charts. We're going to look at the latest and greatest information. We're going to look at all of those things. So what I'm going to do first is I want to give you guys an up to date. Okay, this is breaking news, up to date in the tomfoolery. Hey, Miss Anna. Breaking news, up to date in the tomfoolery. Some of you all may know that there was a potential that was being kicked around earlier today. Let me see this. Will Smith give back Oscar. There was a potential earlier today that it was being reported that that they, well, I'm gonna go with this one on the New York Post. Could, because I think the New York Post was probably the best option for this. So let me hit the share button over here, and then let's share this with you all. I want y'all to see what I'm seeing. Do you see what I see? A fool, slapping in the night. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, y'all can see this. If not, I'll read it to you. Will Smith may be asked to hand back his Best Actor statuette following his live on stage assault, which I don't know if you can see that. We'll play it again. Of Chris Rock, industry insiders told the Post. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, which handed out awards on Sunday at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, has strict guidelines in its code of conduct One highly placed Hollywood source told the Post after the incident is basically assault. Everyone was just so shocked in the room. It was so uncomfortable. I think Will would not want to give his Oscar back, but who knows what will happen now. Meanwhile, the Academy cryptically announced in its official Twitter account, the Academy does not condone violence of any form. Tonight, we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Award winners who deserve this moment of recognition from their peers and move on. And movie lovers all around the world. Listen, what I will say is on Sherelle's World, shout out to Sherelle. Sherelle's World did break the news, and I saw this on another source. I just don't have it pulled up right here, that they're actually in the midst of doing an investigation right now. They're in the midst of doing an investigation right now because this was absolute tomfoolery, effery. What was you thinking? What the heck? Okay, so not sure what's going to come of that. Now, the absolute latest, just so we can catch up. Hey, Sabricia. Yeah, he was already set winner anyways. Right, I agree with you. Hey, Sabricia. And hello, Kenzie. How are you? We're going to talk about that tonight, whether or not they should or they shouldn't. Because he committed assault at the event itself, the audacity. Listen, he had the unmitigated gall. Well, we're gonna wonder. We gonna try to find out whether or not it was scripted tonight. I do want to catch y'all up in case you did not know. He has, in fact, we can matter of fact find this from directly from where we already were. Will Smith apologizes to Chris Rock for slapping him at the Oscars. And I'm sure we're gonna have a little bit, just for kicks and grins. Shall we watch the video again? Here we go.
Richard.
There we are. Boom.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Wow. Woo.
Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
Woo.
Woo. Get my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but I heard it. Nah, I heard that. Okay, here we go. I mean, every time I watch that, he cuffed him, y'all. Wait a minute, I got to come back to y'all for a real hot second. Because I don't know if y'all really saw how that went down. Okay? How that really went. He walked up there to this man. He walked to this man and open-handed, cuffed him. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I felt that. That was an open hand. That is a disrespectful move for a man to open-handed slap another man. Can we just be real about that? That I don't care if it was staged or not. That was a disrespectful move, man. There's Gemini. Gemini's showing her behind because she knows it's tomfoolery. It's tomfoolery. Lay down, pumpkin. Before I put you out. It's tomfoolery. Now, what y'all might not know. Hold on, let me look at some of these comments because I'm gonna open the lines up. I'm gonna have to do this. It was real, but some outlets are saying Chris went off script. I believe that too. I wasn't sure whether or not it was fake. Jada, what do we have here? Jada must be insecure. She can't. Oh, Kenzie. Girl, y'all messy tonight. Nico, it's all entertainment. It's cool. It should be. You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, you gonna hear some cursing tonight. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. So the tomfoolery. Don't read my comments out loud. Hey Malika, how you doing, girl? Listen, y'all. Listen. This what we Lord have mercy, help us all. Okay. I got to get back to this. Let me drop this here link. I'm gonna drop the link. Now we're gonna dissect this bit by bit. So tell everybody, y'all might as well settle in for a long winter's nap because we are going to be here for a minute. We are going to dissect this bit by bit. There are some things y'all need to know, like Will did finally go head on, and he finally, here we go. And you guys, I use Restream, so it's a little different from StreamYard, same process. I just use Restream. I happen to like the quality a little bit better, but that's a me thing. That's not, you know what I'm saying? I just happen to, this is a me thing. I get really weird about stuff like that. So I just dropped the link. Let me pin it. So I'm going to pin it up at the top too. So there's the link. Oh, Desiree, I can't see you on the other side. Now, when a man protects his woman, everyone makes a big deal about it. I feel like that. I feel like that too, a little bit. Like, I feel like it. So I just dropped that link. Did y'all see it in the YouTube chat? I don't know why I can't see it over here. But I saw it in the YouTube. It's over there. Okay. It's there. Let me go back here. All right. Oh, Nico, you quick on the draw. Let
Girl,
me get
I
you.
thought they were joking. I'm
Hey.
like, no, nobody slapped nobody. Oh,
The
wow.
slap happened.
You know, we stay in the ghetto. That's how we met, girl. So, yeah, now the ghetto is in Hollywood on the front street in the middle of the daytime, and they trying to act like they surprised. It's getting weird, sis.
I feel you. Like I feel you. Like I feel like for us, like we're not um we're
Okay, here I go.
used to it, right? We're used to it. So not that we should be or shouldn't be. This was family business though, because he been coming at her since 2016, and then he made those jokes about her and him at the award ceremony. And then in 2018, there was a Instagram or a tweet or something where he was wishing his ex-wife happy birthday, and then for some reason Chris felt the need to slide up underneath in them comments and be like commenting on however they have their whole situation happening. Like, why are you all up in this stuff? Like, it
Wow.
just
See,
it's
my eyes
moving
work
funny.
different. In that situation, like just me being, a single mom and just watching everything on the fly, what I saw was knowing that Hollywood is so scripted and nothing happens by accident. How did he even make that many steps? Like that's what everybody's trying to figure out without somebody stopping him at least. And
Uh-huh.
understanding how like social movements are made and policies and whatever fake movement is always made to deter us, it becomes really convenient that this happened. You get what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
it's even like when everybody's saying it's scripted or not, whether or not it's scripted, it is like he did that. And it spoke volumes
Uh-huh.
on multiple levels. There's a bunch of conversations that should right. I
Absolutely.
mean, yeah, he gets slapped a lot verbally. Like, he's made money off of slapping the image of us. So it's a lot of
Yep.
slapping going on. They're just mad that he did it in like that manner. So it's funny, but not funny.
I'm
Shout
actually
out to
gonna
Queen.
play I'm actually gonna play the because it was Japanese TV that had the whole thing. So this is what I heard. Let me hang on one second because I want to be sure I get it right. Oh Lord. There's all sorts of stuff happening here. Like all sorts of everybody and mammy got it. But I want to find the full video. But anyway, so let me go on with this one. Home. What I heard on Sherelle's World was this, that what had happened, now the producer Will Packer says this wasn't staged. This is according to Sherelle's World. Shout out to Sherelle's World for dropping this information. She was talking to industry, folks. And according to the sources, the producer, Will Packer, who was the first African American, first black melanated producer, I prefer to say melanated, first melanated producer, okay, he said this was not scripted. This was not supposed to happen, and they were all shocked. And they had cut the feed, they not realizing that, there were international folks there with their own feed, so that was not going to work. I personally think if you've seen this and you see it from the beginning where he tells the joke, the G.I. Jane joke, you'll see Will's. I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it, or somebody shoot me the link real quick. You see Will's first yes, was he laughing, but he had his hands in his lap and he did one of these like, yeah, yeah, you got me, boss. You know what I'm saying? Like he did one of them. That was not a belly laugh. That was not a I'm all into this laugh. And then she shifted and rolled them eyes, honey, and activated that wonder twin of hers that she controls. And there it went. There he go. Now, when he walked up to that stage, though, Chris first said, "Oh, Richard, remember?" He said, if you watch the clip back, when he's walking up to that stage after he said, "Oh, it was, it was okay. It was a G.I. Jane or whatever." He said something about that was funny when the crowd moaned at the G.I. Jane 2 joke. He called Will, he didn't call Will Will, he called Will Richard. That still makes me believe that that was supposed to be a scripted part, but Chris took it upon himself to go off script and say something he wasn't supposed to say. So he got hit in a way he wasn't supposed to get hit. That thought.
I agree. And to me the political hit was for him, you've made jokes off of selling the image of your women. I protect her image, she's my wife. You trade in your women over and over. It was jokes on multiple levels. I said it was really, really ritualistic how they use him and the man that with the Good Hair movie and the jokes about the wife and just he's color struck himself.
Right.
So that's why oh man, that's why I came here. Right.
Yes, because I mean, I don't know how many of y'all remember or know that Chris Rock put many years ago put out a whole documentary, Good Hair. He was raising his daughter, and it was all about how we get our weave and our braids and our wigs and all this stuff, and why we as melanated women seek to have, European looking hair and where it comes from. Like, I didn't even know where it came from, to be honest with you. I didn't know none of it. I watched Good Hair. So here you're supposed to be this man that is kind of defending why we do what we do with our hair. And yet you're going to make a crack about her and being G.I. Jane. Stop it. Now that was out of pocket. It was completely out of pocket.
And I don't think
Like
Will was used to that because she's been the epitome of the beauty of the Black community for so long. He was like, no, we're not playing with her. Right.
I think so. But then, she had a little fall from grace with the little open marriage and the entanglement. And I think the problem that we're having too is this juxtaposition of them being so open about their relationship and how they manage it. And so that somehow means that she deserves less. She doesn't deserve to be taken care of, or she doesn't deserve to be looked out for. Okay. But this is to me, but there's a lot of layers to all this. Light worker, light warrior. Hey girl, how are you? Frontline. My feeling is that making other people's expenses should be in the past. It should be. I will say, for those of us in the house as family, how many of us have gone to comedy shows in a small comedy, and I think this is just everybody, as a matter of fact, comedy shows in a comedy club. there are always those comedians. Like, I will not sit in the front 2 to 3 rows or rows of tables in any comedy club, because I do not want that comedian on stage, to start picking on and start roasting me. That's something Black comedians have done. I've sat in D.L. Hughley, Bernie Mac was alive, rest his soul. I was sat in his. Who else? I've seen Chris Tucker. I've seen who else came up during that time
All the
period with
dark-skinned
DL.
comedians.
All of them. They all
Mhm.
were doing the circuit. Like, they came through Chicago back in
They
the
always
day.
imitated, right, this face, these women, right. And that's how they
Right.
got their bread and butter. Was it earlier you were saying for her to put on a scarf or whatever, wherever she needs to go, because she wants people to empathize about her alopecia and things, and then when we have real women with real struggles that get judged for less. It's
Yes,
just,
I agree with
yeah,
you. Like, if
it
we
just
were
gets to
that
be
sensitive,
weird. So that's
yeah,
why I be with Monica. Like, yeah, nobody cares about people's feelings at this point. It's just grow
yeah,
up.
yeah. It just, I mean, not that it was right, but I'm just like, and I understand how it happened. But I'm gonna show
Yeah.
y'all. I, I wouldn't allow my man to fight someone who shoulder pushed me. Just saying, who shoulder push? Who shoulder push? Who cans you?
But
Chris
not
is
even
mean.
if you got to fight, right?
Chris
He
is
didn't
mean
say that. I
spirited.
wouldn't want him.
Yeah.
That's not spirited. It's a lot of whoop ass going around in the feminine energy. So
Boop. Because you're going to be a target. Exactly. That's why I don't sit in them front rows.
yeah,
Because I just, I did it one time way back. Now this, okay, this is one of the times I saw D.L. Hughley in Chicago before he was D.L. Hughley. Okay, before he was a household name. He would come to the comedy clubs in Chicago, and me and my old man, we would go. And we went one time, and he picked on him like something fierce, and I'm like, bruh, you don't know that this man is 6'3", a smooth 295. You might not want to do this. This might not be the one you want to pick on, but he had a good, attitude about it. We went back a few months later. He came back. We saw him again. And I said, I don't want to sit close because this man don't know how to act. And I don't like that. Like, come up with comedic content. Come up with your jokes outside of whoever's in the audience. Because all of us grew up playing the dozens. That's not comedy to me. That's not showing me anything. There's no brain work there.
I guess when
You-
you genuinely grew up in the ghetto, you appreciate comedy for what it is. Even my dad cracked jokes on my mom and all of us. Like it got deep in our house, or like just
Yeah.
the things we say is mean spirited. If you can survive your sisters, you're tough in the Black community. We all know that. That's your first verbal, like your psychological warfare.
Yeah.
We're sharp
Yeah.
with it. But and so we appreciate comedy, and I think that's why everybody's reducing it to comedy. It's not, it's bigger than that. Like even like, and then it goes to the alopecia when everybody starts saying, well, she's feeling the way her husband needed to, comfort her or whatever. And it's like, well, Black women don't get comfort. Okay,
Oops.
today I picked my kid up. Three high school kids wearing skinny jeans. They could have been Arab or Spanish, curly hair, white skin. One of them brushed me. It's like the goofy kid wanting attention from school, trying to make a joke. There's a white man getting off the train. I'm in the Bronx. And he's burping
Mhm.
8, 9, 10 times, trying to get a reaction out of me. Right. Just for I guess we're the joke of the planet now. You get what I'm saying? So even when the stage stops, it happens in our everyday life where it becomes social trauma. So everybody's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're the joke. So yeah, nobody feels bad for dark skinned women. Don't feel bad. Knock him again.
Yeah.
It's so deep. It really is, So that's why I said it's funny how the white
Mm.
man use him as a ritualistic sacrifice to use the next dude to knock him down to say, hey, you watch your mouth over here. And nobody's going to check me because nobody cares about you because all you do is disrespect your women. It was just pivotal. And look at who just made Fox. Look at what we're talking about who's not needing to be born. They're not paying it. It's getting really. So, yeah, I feel Monica. We need to just go and knock everybody else at that. Like, it's sad. It's really sad. It's not funny no more. But, yeah, we're laughing too now.
No, it's not. Hang on, let me grab some
She
more
get
of
to have
these.
sympathy over her alopecia. It's a joke. But I had to argue with a chick that tried to tell me she don't know how to do her job over my 8-year-old. I just wasted his whole year being in the public right. I don't got time. This is weird.
It is, but
Right.
this is this is weird. This is weird. That's the slap part. Hey, Tramiska, how you doing? Okay, here we go. Tramika, hello, dear. Okay, in my opinion, the joke wasn't that great to warrant a slap. I agree with you on that. It actually sounded like a movie pitched punch to me. It sounded like that to me at first too. Then I saw how Chris Rock kind of like jumped back, like he was, he kind of got ready to square up, but then realized where he was. I'm gonna show y'all the chart so in a minute. He didn't seem to be too protective when the entanglement issue became public knowledge and no one got slapped. Okay, let's talk about the entanglement. I want to talk about this for a hot second because I want to get off of this and on to kind of where some of the rest of this might be heading.
But it wasn't a real slap. It was a beta male slap. It was like two girls that was beefing. It wasn't harsh.
Yeah, that's what I said last night. The girls are fighting. Like that wasn't really any. That was not a West Philly, Baltimore, Bronx, Chi-Town. That was not that kind of a slap.
For instance,
That
remember
was
we was on the panel the other night and I was telling you I drove to South Carolina. My cousin was saying some ungodly things, putting my children's name in the same sentence. I drove all the way from the Bronx, got off the 9-5 to get to Orangeburg, got in my cousin's yard. I seen them. I pulled up. And I was like, oh, I drank some water. I was like, what do you say my kid's name? What they do to you? The spirit of the mother came through, knocked her off the porch. Right. That's one of those. That was none of that. That was all.
That's
It
one of
looked
those things.
scripted. Mm-hmm.
Right. And I don't want y'all to think we're not, but this is family talk. So y'all just chill.
No violence.
It's okay. We have to have these conversations. So what I was going to say is the whole thing with the entanglement, if you all might recall when this went down, they were actually about ready to break up. Their marriage was on the rocks. If you listen to the Red Table Talk conversation, and even if you were reading the tea leaves beforehand, he was being seen some everywhere with some very nice looking young women. Okay. And she was on August's arm a lot. And he even said during that thing, that Red Table Talk, that he was done. He was done. Okay. They had basically an open marriage. It had become basically a business partnership. No reason to break the business up, but as far as any other feelings or whatever, it was what it was. Y'all have to listen and read in between the lines. That man was not as upset about the entanglement as he was about two things. Any of his indiscretions or whatever they decided was cool between the two of them, all those women stayed off to the side and kept their mouth shut. It was what it was. Hers peeked its head off from underneath the covers and wanted to be known. So it was the embarrassment of her not being able to keep up her end of the bargain, but he let her swing as she should have. She needed to fix that. That was not for him to fix. And the mere fact that he never truly went after that boy tells me that he knew about that boy and they were cool with it. That was between them. Nico, you don't think he was cool with it?
I mean, apparently. Okay, so this is why we got to email each other because I am so, you know how I do, and I'll just derail your whole platform right now. So I call it engaging in Tinseltown sex. It was all semantics at some point. They overstand the assignment. That's their arrangement. You understand? There's, like they said, there's a franchise at this point. It's an investment. It's not even humanistic. So we don't want to have to sympathize with your no heaven here, But yeah, and then it's like to be able to strip your manhood back into her life by being able to slap a nigga. Like it's cute. I'm here for it.
I mean, I get it. I'm not saying he alpha for it. I'm not saying he alpha for it.
If somebody else is writing it like the Truman Show, I'm here for it.
Right, you like I love it. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That might not flow. That would not flow with me. but that ain't my husband and she ain't my wife. So, but my thing with them is you've had all of this out here in the public eye, and this is what sends you over the edge. Yeah, Jada looked amazing. This is what sends you over the edge. Like that to me, that's what leads me to believe that partially that this was partially staged.
It looked
And
political.
right. It
I
looked
agree.
it looked it looked funky as hell. So okay, here we go. Let me bring up his I'm gonna bring up his chart while we're talking. I want y'all to see this chart because I'm gonna tell you something. While I pulled up his chart yesterday and did his transits, um,
He's a fellow Libra.
yesterday wasn't a good day for him. Yesterday was a day he was bound to explode.
Mm.
Okay, it was not a good day. So let's stop. Oh, so he did. Let me get back to here because I done got derailed and just all kinds of. Here we go. Okay, let's do on the side. Oh, that made it worse. Okay, we're gonna go here. All right. I hate that. I might have to take us down so this can get bigger. However, it is known that he was all up in the Vanity Fair parties, getting jiggy with it, literally to his own song immediately after. So he went, listen, I guess if you're going to do it. Rosie says, I actually thought it was a compliment because Jada could definitely G.I. Jane Chris and knock him down. Will disrespected. No, absolutely not. Will did not disrespect Jada and all women because we're strong enough to defend ourselves. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. So I'm gonna have to bring this into a race conversation just for a second because I think some of y'all might not comprehend where we're coming from as melanated women. Will you, as a melanated man, openly discuss, vilify, joke about, talk about, especially our hair, but our appearance in general? That is disrespectful. If that had not been the Academy Awards and Will and Chris and Jada were out at a party, at a club, the BET Awards, the Source Awards, I don't know, something else, and he had made that same statement, we wouldn't even be talking about this except for the fact that all of us would have been like, did you hear Will slap the dog mess out that ninja? Because he said, da, 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 da. We'd be all like, that's right. Chris was out of line. I don't care if you knew he had she had alopecia or not. any other comment you were making about everybody else's wife in that monologue of yours, you said nothing about their appearance. So why do you think you have the right to talk about your sisters? So this is what I think is getting missed in this whole I am woman, hear me roar conversation. This ain't about whether or not Jada could have took off them shoes, took off them earrings, and whooped the ninjas behind. Yeah, she could have. Of course
I
she could
think
have.
Chris Rock was a little
Right.
confused too. Yeah. He said,
That's
"Bro,
not
we do it all the time. We laugh at the girls, right?" He's like, "No."
not tonight.
hmm
Not
Will
tonight.
Smith has made colorist jokes too about women and things, so it's a comment. That's why he was like,
Yeah.
"Wait, why are you not laughing tonight?" Right?
Yep. It hurts being public. Absolutely. Absolutely it hurts being public. Let me see. Hang on one second. I actually thought Chris got socked until everyone kept saying slap. I thought he got socked too, as loud as it was, but then I saw the open hand. Melissa, I don't know. Maybe they should have broken up. I thought they should have a while ago, but y'all might remember. I've got that video. I gotta link that video. Y'all remember I did the whole entanglement video where I exposed her for being a narcissist,
Mm.
and he is her empathic victim.
Enabler or victim.
At some point, sis, I suppose you could term it as enabler, but when that whole relationship starts and the narcissist starts to dig their heels and their trenches and their claws and start sucking the life blood out of you, you get wrapped up in it so fast you don't even. At some point, you're just going to do what you need to do in order to survive the situation, and it's become second nature to you. The time for him to get out, Melissa is right, would have been back in 2019, 2020 when the whole
You
entanglement
mean
thing.
when Pac had her, sis? When the streets had her? Like, you get what I'm saying? He put the glass. He saw it. The streets was drinking it. He put it to his face. He wanted it. You get what I'm saying? So he's not a victim ever.
Oh, he
Like,
is. No,
yeah.
no, he is. Men
Not
can
not in the
be
cases of. I think. Okay, I'm listening.
men can be victims of narcissistic abuse just like women can. It takes, it's not about whether or not your presentation biologically is male or female. It is about the dominant energy and whether or not you're more predominantly an empath rather than the other person that is predominantly and operates in a narcissistic fashion. After a period of time, what happens is that the empath begins to take on narcissistic traits, but that's just because you don't want to keep going through this cycle, this ugly cycle.
Becomes a host parasite toxic. Okay. So,
Absolutely.
okay, listen, now I'm a mom and I don't play like that with people. And I tell my kids stay away from these things. You know what I mean? And you
Mhm.
recognize that before it attaches itself. So I get it. So that's why I said, oh gosh, I understand what you're saying. And this is
Yeah.
what this is what he signed up for under, right.
Did he? I don't know. I don't know. I
Can
have a weird.
everybody believe that this is not scripted? It is the best. I think even the ancestors have written it stripped. Everything's scripted.
Well, everything in life is, right? We're all living in a simulation. It's just a choice of whether or not you want to choose your own adventure to some degree.
Right.
Um, okay, Rosie says if Jada was insulted, she should have slapped Chris. Okay, then we would have been talking about Jada slapping Chris. Why did she get up there and slap Chris? I think the point is that we cannot. This is just woman to woman here. I am tired of this. I am woman, hear me roar, and not allowing men when they're in their right position to be who they're meant to be as well. I'm not saying you can't. I've raised 3 kids on my own, right? I'm an entrepreneur on my own. I bought the house on my own. I've been on my own. It's not that I can't do it, but had I had someone that would have been that protector for me, absolutely. There's no reason why not. Right? That's part of that masculine nature. I have zero issue with it. Now, was this toxic and was this misplaced and was this wrong moment, wrong time? And I'm going to bring up a couple other things. I've been, like I said, I've been on the YouTube streets today over Conscious TV. Shout out to Conscious TV. He brought up a whole article from E News where they had talked about before they ever went that they basically were going to engage in chaos. So now you doing chaos magic, my man. That's what we doing out here now. You didn't know what you was playing with when you said you were invoking chaos, that you and Jada were going to bring the chaos. You were going to embody the chaos. And that people were going to be upset or people were going to regret the fact that you woke up Sunday morning because you and her were bringing the chaos. Oh, you brought the chaos.
And it's that for me. Right. I'm so sleepy. I want to get a lot off my mind. So it was like you said, them saying something about chaos, and then Denzel with the watch the devil. Why is the dark skinned black man got to be the devil you slap to defend your wife? What chaos are you coming with? What ritualistic foolishness are you trying to prove? Even with, okay, so I told you, I'm straight child development. And my whole, okay, whew, I'm going to do this in 5 minutes. I'm going to try it.
Okay.
I have a 22-year-old. I would never let him get into a bed with a woman like Jada, seeing that she's emotionally and spiritually off. We come from a certain environment in the South as Black, African, sharecropping people. We don't get into certain fancy, we don't want to hear, my grandma used to call it red devil behavior, white people, whatever you want to call it. And people say it's colorism, racism, this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, it's a behavior that's not associated with peace. So when you assign yourself to that, saying you can take that on as somebody's protected and provided because you're in love with them, that's what you signed up for, not the rest of us. We quit. Is that real right now? So that's why I said I can walk it down. Thank you, baby.
That's true.
There you go.
That's true. So
my son is dating a biracial girl that has emotional issues. She's a pretty girl. She got a butt hanging. You know what I mean? She's one of those. You understand? We get it. She's telling him, "Oh, your mom's mad because she looks like that." It's weird. Go ahead, baby. But believe whatever she tells you. Just go be great. Go take care of your queen. Go rescue her, baby. Just know you see she has issues. My life is extremely peaceful. Black women don't have, and everybody's just lying on us. I'm just making up things and just.
when we are living in our best magical spiritual selves, it is a place of neutrality. It's a place
I
that
want
we
them
don't
to win. I'm not jealous of
prove.
these people. Right.
I don't have anything to prove. I don't have to prove my strength. I don't have to prove my abilities, my intellect, my magic, my anything. I don't have to because I am. And there is that level of divine feminine just across the board with women of all cultures. We have a different kind of magic, right? It's different kind of magic than the Celtic or the Norse or the Greek. There's a different magic coming from the indigenous and the Kemetic. But there's no need to prove. And I think the problem is that one of the greatest problems for our culture is the need to assimilate into another. We don't need to assimilate into anything. We need to be whole within our own and not seek the approval of others. Right? Y'all want to handle y'all things, situations your way. I'm cool with that. This conversation went a whole different direction. But culturally, that's why some of this conversation is getting lost in translation. Because for some of us, I mean, Will and I are the same age, I think. Yeah, he's 53. He'll be 54 this year. So will I.
I'm 42.
So we're in the general vicinity. Chris Rock is 57. It ain't like we all that different. Okay? We know what time it is when you've been coming for me and my spouse all these years. No matter what I do, no matter what she does. Okay, this is a perfect example because somebody put in here, but Jada cheated, but Jada was sleeping with her kid's friend. I get it. But let me ask you this. I don't know if this is this way in your household, but it sure enough was mine. It didn't matter whether or not my brother, okay, so and so, such and such, it didn't matter what they had done. We'll take care of that in house. But you better not come for none of ours.
That.
Because we're going to click, click. We're going to do that. We're going to fall in line and we are connected at that point. We are going to support and protect one another. So whatever them people had going on in their relationship, that's what I said, we got to separate it. What happened last night has nothing to do really with what was going on in their relationship. This had everything to do with whatever earlier beef was happening between them and Chris Rock. And I'm going to say more importantly, it had to do with them engaging in chaos magic that they did not know how to control. They know how to control what they was putting out there. I'm trying to catch up, y'all.
What are the repercussions going to be for what this is? Or does this become a ritual where they all get richer?
Oh, I don't know. Hang on, guys. I'm so far behind here. Hang on one second. There is a lot of context to this and Will's state of mind. I'm going to bring up this thing. Let me catch up with these comments, Nico. Hold on one second. I think Will was fronting on how open he was on his end of the arrangement. Now, that could be. Like saying he was getting it everywhere just to look some type of way and Jada, but he spent most of his time alone and lonely. He may have. Now, he was seen over there in the pyramids, by the pyramids and everything with this really nice looking. She's beautiful. An exotic girl. They traveled the world together, but I don't know what was going on, what was happening. Let's see here. Oh, Nico, drop down, y'all. Okay, I dropped the link again. He's tired of people disrespecting his family. Absolutely. Oh, I don't know if it was all that. Jada did drag Will, so we just gotta he spends his downtime with Dwayne Martin when he's not filming. That's true. That's very true. That's very true. Hang on, guys. I'm catching up. As a child, I was so troubled with human sacrifices. Yet, when learning about history, I swear sometimes it seems like putting people on pedestals and knocking them off is part of this. It absolutely is. We might do it more symbolically now rather than physically, but I think there's some things that are physical. I want to welcome everybody to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Please be sure to drop a like button. I'm kind of running this. I think I've got 1 or 2 mods in here tonight, so I'm kind of producing the show on my own. But thank you for being here. And, I've got my moderators. I think Kez and Cerise are in here. Thank you very much. And Andrea, if you're still in here, Andrea Nelson, thank you very much for being here. Malika, if you're a mod, thank you for being very much for being here. But please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. We're going to be here to have a chitty chat for a while, guys. I'm not going anywhere for a minute. I am open to the concept. So Denzel has 2 for Glory and for Training Day. I find that quite interesting. And Denzel was looking real rough last night. Denzel was looking real rough last night. I've seen him. He's aged very well, but he was looking. It may not have been an appearance comment. First, I think you guys do. Okay, let me break this down. You guys look at it as, some of y'all look at it as, oh, he's just talking about G.I. Jane, strong woman. I want y'all to look at it though from our perspective. This woman just shaved her head. This is why I don't believe he didn't know about the alopecia, because she just shaved her head. It was very open and honest, again, as she always overshares, because she needs the attention, being allegedly a narcissist, allegedly, opinion. Let me put this caption up, child. Everything stated here is interpretation and conjecture. Okay, it's my opinion. Thank you for that. I started to sing AT2 song. Thank you so much, Blogs and Teas. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, you've been sick? I done changed my hairstyle. Oh. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for being here, honey. Thank you so much. Listen, when you say G.I. Jane to a black woman especially, that's not a, can I, and I don't mean to speak for all black women, all melanated women, but I'm going to speak for me and some of mine that I know. That ain't no compliment. Don't you never tell me that you waiting for me to star in G.I. Jane too. Not never. Now, not unless I've shaved my head on purpose. Okay? On purpose. I meant to do it, and this was a look for me. But see, you gonna know, because it was a little style. You know, I'm gonna come out and be like, this is my new style. But still, you better not never tell me that I'm a star in G.I. Jane too, because you might get Will Smith. Okay? I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I love y'all. That's not a compliment to us. He might as well have said that she pulled a Britney Spears. Now that's true. We have a different relationship with our hair. We have a different relationship with our hair. Okay. So, okay, it was definitely cheaper to keep her. Definitely cheaper to keep her. And they said that 2 years ago, that this was basically a business arrangement. They live in California. Why bother to split up the business? Why bother? You are not your hair, baby. And I applaud you for that. This woman here is her hair. That is her hair. She just did a video a couple weeks ago on Facebook, I think, or Instagram, talking about the fact that, she had been fighting to keep her hair for so long with the alopecia, and she finally gave up the good fight and finally had to shave it off because she just couldn't do anything else. She couldn't fix it any old kind of way. So she is her hair, unfortunately. But, I mean, that's her cross to bear. She's got to come to that conclusion at some point herself. Lisa Ann says, yes, I absolutely agree. Couldn't have called it better myself. He's a narcissist. Oh, yes, he's a narcissist. But do you all think that he became a narcissist as a result of being involved with her for all these years? I think so. Yes, he has deep rooted. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, he has deep root. I'm gonna drop the link again, y'all. It's up in the chat. It's up in the pinned comments if y'all want to come up on the panel. So I'm not the only one talking. So y'all can click the link and come on up. In his book, he talks about wanting to unalive his father because of how he was treating his mother. He did not have, I feel like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a little autobiographical for him. Oops. Oh my God. No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay, for some reason, somehow, blogs and teas. There we go. I am going to pin this again. Okay, good. It's pinned. Okay, good. All right, let me go back here. Oh, honey, you are just fine. You are just fine. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yep, they had the catchphrase, bad marriage for life. Absolutely. Red table talk. Your health is getting bad. Can we all send some healing energy to blogs and teas right now, please? Can we send some healing energy to blogs and teas right now? I speak restoration over blogs and teas, brain, intellectual capacity, clarity of thought, speech, ease of movement, reduction of pain. I ask that everything be restored to blogs and teas, nothing missing, nothing broken, living in perfect peace. No more dis-ease. Your body is at ease. I thank you, angels. I thank you, ancestors. I thank you, God. I thank you, Holy Spirit. I thank you, Jesus. I thank you, Archangel Raphael, for healing. I thank you, ancestors, for soothing, support, and assistance in healing. I thank you all for comfort. I thank you all for care. And again, we speak to blogs and teas, neurons, the brain tissue, the nervous system, and I speak healing and restoration over it. Right now, healing and restoration. We reverse the decline. Right now, we reverse the decline. Only gets better and better and better every moment, every second, every day. All right, guys. All right. I'll get down to the end of it. Yep, he was definitely wrong. Not saying that he was. Now y'all leave Kanye out of this. Kanye ain't got nothing to do with this. Will is definitely wrong. Not saying he's not. Not saying he's not. Oh, y'all really want to go at this with me about this woman being a narcissist. Wow. Rosie, why does he have to be an enabler? You all do. How many of you all have honestly? I don't even know if I want to ask that. I look at narcissistic empath, the empath and narcissist relationship as one of victim and victimizer. To live and be under the control of a narcissist, mentally and emotionally, is one of the toughest, most brutal mind screws you'll ever be involved in. I've been in. I grew up in it. I lived it. The narcissist is their own enabler. Then they groom the next one to be an enabler, the empath, the main supply. See, she thought she was going to substitute Will as the main supply with Alcina, with August Alcina as the main supply. Only August Alcina was not strong enough to withstand the narcissist cycle, right? The gaslight, the love bomb, gaslight, attack, smear, oh, you made me do this, I'm so sorry. The apology comes, but if you would have done things this way, and it's very subtle, right? More gaslighting, and then we do this whole thing again with love bombing. He couldn't withstand that. He was not physically, mentally, or emotionally strong enough. But when that was going on, that was Will's opportunity to get out. Unfortunately, he didn't want to get out because of other reasons. You were hit by 25. Oh my God. Listen, we are going to continue to pray for and hold space for your healing, okay? Hold space for your healing, sir. For sure, wrong moment, wrong time. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Dr. Simone, how are you? By the way, hey, Ms. SL, independent and strong does not equate to doing it alone. Thank you. I know this was a while back, y'all. I am just catching up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just catching up. You're in Grady Hospital. We will definitely hold space for you. Oh my goodness. I don't know why this always happens. Okay. You had no clue. I had no clue until last night that this was going on. Hey, make it make sense. How are you? The more chaos I bring, the better I sleep at night. You know what? I hope you still in here. I done dropped the link. You better come on up here. Make it make sense. I had to catch up. Y'all come on. Don't leave me up here sitting. Yeah, y'all go up on everybody else's panels. Come on up here and have fun with me. Listen, you don't know. Stop it. Hey, Esmeralda. How you doing? Okay, we're gonna keep going with this totally independent but still those chivalry. Okay, so then how come you can't ride with the fact that potentially it was chivalry? I haven't decided that that it wasn't scripted. Hey girl, hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Hi.
I had to I had to put you on pause on another tab, but um I had caught wind of this when I was watching House of Aaron last night. He was on live and he was talking about Candy in the Game
Uh-huh.
from the episode that came on Sunday as well. And then one of the people in the chat was like, Aaron, turn it to the Oscars. We'll just slap Chris Rock. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, that can't be real.
Oh, it was real.
And then when I went to look at it, I was like, wow. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
So it has come to this. But at the same time, Will has been, it seems like the way that it happened, it seemed like he was fed up from all the disrespect that has been given for the past umpteen years that has
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, we have to keep in mind that Laverne Cox, she had mentioned the entanglement at one of the
At
award
the Golden
shows.
Globes.
Yes, and then
Child.
of course Regina Hall, she made her little comments about it on the stage, and
But
then now Chris.
but I heard Regina and
It
Jada
was
are
like
friends.
right, yeah, she
So
had made a little. It was a little. It wasn't as bad humor. Well, not bad humor. It wasn't as a dark humor as it was with Chris Rock, but
Mhm.
she had said something before he had came up on the stage, and I was like,
Mm.
I think that was like strike three at that point.
Oh,
But
I
I
didn't hear what
can
she had said.
I forgot what she had said, but she had mentioned some sort of entanglement comments while she was on the stage with, I think it was Tyler Perry and a couple other people
Mhm.
on stage. But I can relate to Will Smith and how you could just snap because you're fed up, because I had an incident like that when I was in middle school, and
Mhm.
the guys would, they kept touching on my back, or they was, groping my butt and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
then one day I just snapped. The next person that touched me, I stood up, turned around, and slapped the mess out of them. I don't think anybody seen that coming, but everybody was like, "Did she just do that?" And I was livid because I was so tired of it. I was tired of them touching me. I mean,
Right.
I let it slide for a couple, goals or whatever.
Right.
But
But
at
you get
that time,
tired.
I got tired, and I slapped the mess out of the
Right.
closest person that was near my hand.
And I feel you on that. I feel you. We want to welcome Make It Make Sense. Hello, sir. How are you?
Welcome, make it make sense.
Mims. Mims is trolling me.
Hello, make it
He,
make
this is a little different
sense.
from what you call it.
Yeah, I see Ms. Reed. Ms. Reed had mentioned middle school. You're still a child and not fully developed mentally. Yeah, you're right. However, I'm the
There you
type of
go.
person
Oh,
that grew
Hey,
up with
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I told you I was in the tub.
I
I don't
didn't
know how
hear
to
nothing
work.
out of words you said about being in nobody's tub. I'm trying to get through all these chats.
Yeah, no, I said I was in the tub. You couldn't hear me?
No, not till now.
Oh,
Not till you
sorry.
almost gave us a show. I almost got banned off YouTube.
No, there's
I'm kidding.
bubbles. You're.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It would have been it would have spiced up the channel, that's for sure. Um,
I've never used this. I've never used this application. Sorry.
no, you're fine. It's just a little different from StreamYard. I like it because it just has a few more bells and whistles, and the picture quality. I love the picture quality, so
Cool.
that's why I end up using it.
Mhm.
But anyway, so Mims, now you've had a whole day to stroll around on the YouTube streets. What do you think about this now after all day talking about this mess?
I mean, I feel the same way that I felt this morning. These very rich people don't care about my opinion one way or the other. I mean, I see it from both sides. I do think that sometimes people can reach a breaking point. Um, I think Will is there. I wholeheartedly believe that this was actually an assault that took place.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not so much into the conspiracy theories. I think that they probably have a long-standing relationship, and whereas he couldn't slap Laverne Cox without getting canceled,
Right.
clearly he could
Ooh.
slap Chris Rock without getting canceled.
Oh,
Exactly. That would have started a whole nother uproar.
wow, wow. I hadn't even thought about that, Mims.
I mean, you have to really take into account this man made more money than anybody else. He was the top,
Hmm.
Yeah,
not black. He was the top actor.
he
So
was.
you should have a certain amount of respect in those type of Hollywood spaces.
What?
And people got upset with me, but
There's nothing
after
there.
what? I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Um, after Jada, I'm gonna say it. I mean, I got a lot of heat for this. After Red Table, and after Jada started exposing everything about their lives, and then skeletons came out about him and Dwayne Martin, this picture perfect persona that he had carefully crafted was kind of cracked.
Right.
Now you have low rent people like, and I say low rent in the sense Laverne Cox is what, maybe D-list, C-list?
Maybe
You have
D at this
people like
point.
that, you know, you're fodder for jokes from people like Soldier Boy. And I think he's just had enough. Do I agree with what he did? Would I have done it? No, but I'm not worth 200 million. I think after a certain point, kind of like Kim Kardashian, after you know, after you've slept your way to the top and now you're a billionaire, you no longer need to sleep your way to the top. You can do what you want. He reached the pinnacle of his career last night, which was already on a decline, and he can slap somebody if he wants. It won't hurt him.
No,
You know what I
it
mean?
clearly won't.
For us it's the Oscars, right? It's all these celebrities. For him it's basically a jury of his peers. And after he slapped that man, he started crying like a Karen, and then what did they do? They went and rubbed his back. I mean, you know, tell me
I
if I'm
don't.
wrong.
Okay, so I don't know if it was crying like a Karen
What
or it.
happens? A Karen initiates the issue and then they cry.
Okay, but do you, but
So,
this is okay. Honestly, this is
uh,
honestly what I think. I do think that it was meant to be staged. I do think that there is meant to be some sort of joke old boy was supposed to have made that he didn't make. He went off script. But I think that Will, in a sense, and Jada came there that night and he was going to get some kind of revenge, some kind of way. He felt some type of way. He left the house, told E News or whatever. They were embodying chaos. So he meant that something was going to happen that night. Something was going to happen. So I don't know if he was crying because of that. I don't know, like those tears. I didn't get it. I didn't. I felt like was these tears of I've got all this pent up anger and now this is over, so now I can let these tears out. Because he really didn't say anything that would have moved anybody, to be honest with you. He sounded stupid to me.
let's be honest now. Has anybody been watching the award shows lately? Because I know I haven't until that incident happened.
Uh, I haven't either. And I still
Mm.
didn't necessarily go watch it after I heard about it. I was too busy clicking around on YouTube. I still
Yeah.
didn't watch it, you
after
Yeah,
know?
no, I'm
after
pretty
that
much over it.
incident, after that incident, I was all over Twitter and all over YouTube because unfortunately the news people they can't broadcast it until the morning time, and of course they will do a little sprinkle and call it a day. But over here on YouTube and on Twitter, it's where it's at when you get your news and everything in the bag of chips.
Right, right. And the commentary. Um, Lashane says the concern to me is having an emotional response while at a professional event. Is that okay? Absolutely not. It's absolutely not. Like I just can't believe that he went to that. I can't. I still can't believe he did that. Like, how do you let your emotions get that far out of whack, out of
I
line?
mean, look at him. You study people. I think you're a studier of people. Look at his overinflated response to stuff. He's constantly acting. When you're that pent up in situations, I believe you can explode. Like when Laverne said that about him, you saw like the huge laughter he had. It was over the top.
Mm-hmm.
It was,
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I'm
right.
uncomfortable, but I know I'm Will Smith. If I laugh, I can laugh my way out of everything. He tried to laugh his way out of that situation, and then he looked at Jada's face, and that's when he reacted.
Oh yeah, when her energy shifted, it was a wrap. When I see her move to the side,
Yeah.
now all black women
And
know that
that
that move,
side
man.
look.
That move, you better get up. We better get some furniture moving around here because something that's a problem. That
Yeah,
was
I
that.
fervently
The
believe that
way
if Jada has no use for men, she can't dominate. I
Absolutely.
wholeheartedly believe Jada is the more masculine energy in that relationship.
Absolutely. We could say it. She got big dick energy. Hey, Corey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing
I was
all
gonna say
right.
a strap on, but we could use your term.
Same difference. I mean, whether it's bought or born with, same big dick. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let me give you a little insight on Miss Jada. Jada is from one of the roughest neighborhoods in Baltimore City, Park Heights. That was a Park Heights eye roll. That definitely meant if you don't say something, I'm gonna get up.
Right, right.
And Jada is no shrinking violet. She's no shrinking flower. I know people tired of hearing me say this. I was the target of her verbal bullying when I was growing up. So I know Miss Jada very well. She's not Miss Mother Love and come to the red table and have a good talk. No. And
No,
I
but
don't
Gammy
know
see,
is
who
I was
real.
needed that
supposed to be
Gammy
anyway.
don't
married
play.
to. I
Oh,
was supposed to be
she's
married to Tupac, but I ended up with this one because this is where the money reside, and Tupac was gone.
No. Let me tell you how she ended up with Will. Let me tell you how she ended up with Will. That was all Gammy. Jada did not want to get married ever, and she will tell you she never wanted to get married. That was Gammy and Will.
So
from
Gammy
what?
and Will decided
Yeah.
that she was gonna get married to
Because
Will.
she was pregnant with Jaden. She walked down the aisle
Mm.
pregnant.
Oh.
Mm. From what my mom had described her as growing up, she was always the rebellious type.
Mm-hmm.
And she just was non-conformant at its finest. That's how she described her.
Yeah.
Gender non-conforming.
No, not like that.
No, just like rebel, like before the terms came about. She was non-conformant as in being a rebellious person in general. Meaning
Listen,
like meaning society would be like structure and traditional, and Jada would be like, nah, I ain't for
I'm not
that.
trying to have that. That ain't what she about.
Exactly.
I mean, let me tell you something though. There's a structure. It's just a different set of rules than the rest of us wish to live by. She got her own structure. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She means for that to be what it is. Like she runs that household. She been
Mm-hmm.
always running that household. And anybody who thought any different was a damn fool.
She is very unconventional. Yes.
In the chat,
Absolutely.
Blogging T says um, that they know Candy. Can they give me an Aunt Bertha interview?
I
Blogging
You know,
love
it's funny.
tees,
Bertha.
I can't. I can't with
blogging,
the candy shit. I
blogging
can't.
tees might actually. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
I
I
love
wouldn't doubt it.
Bertha.
I
She's my
love Aunt
favorite
Bertha
character.
too.
I
Blogging
wish I
tees, we
could
want
watch
to talk to
Candy
Aunt
Show, but I
Bertha.
can't.
Okay, here we go. What precedent is he setting for others that see him as a role model?
Well, from the acceptance speech that he did, he was more of God had, called him to be
To
the
bitch slap that man.
protector, of his family. That's what he was given in his acceptance speech. But
The
I
girls
know
are
people were
fighting.
saying otherwise. So I mean, there's a difference between protecting logically and protecting emotionally.
And, and I'm going to say this. I will welcome the day where we stop having celebrities be our children's role models and our young people's role models, and we actually step up to be that.
Thank you.
Amen.
I agree.
Amen. I
So
don't
to
know.
They
me, I think that all of us here probably have. I mean, listen, again, if this had happened at a party, we wouldn't even be talking about it. We'd be laughing and joking at this point. Because this is
Mhm.
not something unusual, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it. somebody says something sideways about somebody's wife, girl, or whatever, and at some point they get fed up and it's on and popping. That's just, I mean, I know it shouldn't be that
I do think
flippant.
we would be talking about it even if it was an after party. Look at Solange and Jay Z. That was like a story
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
forever.
but we only gave that a week or so. This is gonna live.
Mm-hmm.
This is going on too long, like one of them housewives
It's only
fights
been a day.
where they bring it up over and over and over again. They beat it like a dead horse. I'm tired. Let's see Biscuit die already.
It
Dang.
feels like that to you, Corey, because you, like the rest of us, we watch a lot of YouTube. So it's been
Yeah.
all over YouTube. But if you turned on
Mm-hmm.
a regular TV station, they'd probably be talking about the war, not the war between Will and Chris.
Or the January 6th hearings that were on today.
You know what I mean? I think because we're YouTubers, is
Yeah.
this is on
It's a
everybody's mouth. But
repetitive. Yeah.
But you
let
know what?
somebody,
I
let Ray
just
J
got into
mention skid marks
YouTube.
again. It'll be him
Yeah,
next.
I just got into
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. I would be saying it's over already, even if I weren't, like on YouTube like I am now. Because the fact of the matter is, people keep going on and on and on like this because Will has never shown any kind of real emotion in public.
Mm-hmm.
I think because what happened when Will got into the business with Fresh Prince, Quincy Jones came to talk to him. They all had like a round table of black who's who at Quincy Jones' house. They had like a voodoo witchery type session and told him, this is how you supposed to act. This is how you not supposed to do. That's why his image was so crafted and set up as so. And Jada just came in and was just like, Splat Cat Cow, eyes here. I need to be in the forefront, even though I can't act. And this is what happens. And this is how this man has been so put up for so long. I'm sorry, y'all.
How dare you?
It's okay. It's
You must not have seen the movie Woo.
Well, she is Woo, honey. Woo is the real Jada, darling. I'm
Y'all better
telling you, I
stop.
grew
Y'all
up with
better
the chick.
stop.
okay.
My God,
Black
Jay.
Cat
Black
Oh,
cow.
Miss.
That's how I went.
Oh, Miss Lisa. Okay, I
Ma'am.
got something. Okay, so I was looking up Jada's birthday, and she was born September 18th, right? Okay,
Mhm.
she's a Virgo. They're practical and logical about things. Her
Except for her.
birth, her birthday number, the 18th, is Mars energy, and we are in Aries season.
Yes, and that means she's a Virgo Libra cusp, which means not only is she gonna be like very strong about controlling certain things, but listen, I love my Libras. My best friend is Libra. That you know how that sounds, right? Yeah, I meant it that way.
Yeah,
But anyway, I love my Libras. But they could be some ruthless mofos.
I'm
They
a
could be
Libra.
ruthless, no
Mm-hmm.
feelings. Now,
Mm-hmm.
not a lick, not a Louis. Let me let me. This is going to be brought up for quite some time. I think it'll die down once the what you call it the academy decides whether or not they're going to try to take this man's stuff from him, his thing, his award. Now they bet not. Now I'm gonna show y'all this chart, y'all. This is what I was looking at last night. So this is the chart as of last night, right about the time of said incident. Okay, the occurrence, the slap, right about
Ooh-wee.
the time of the slap. Everything in the middle here is his. This is Will's birth chart, his placements. Everything on the outside is the transits. Okay, which means that where the planets are today. I want to call your attention to a couple of things. This is Will's son right here, right? Three, he's a Libra, okay?
Mm-hmm.
His son was in opposition almost directly to the sun in Aries, meaning he was feeling himself like nobody's mother trucking business. Like he was not
Mm.
having any other effery yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He was having none of the effery. Chiron, which is the wounded healer, which is like, the stuff that people do to you and they can just continue to do it. And it's like your Achilles heel. Like you always end up with a person that dogs you out some kind of way, right? Or cheats on you or whatever. That Achilles heel, that painful, really painful thing, that his Achilles heel was right on top of so Chiron was transiting his north node in Aries. An Aries north node is always going to fight to be right, to be seen, to be respected. And Chiron coming over top of it was like, basically, I've never been respected a day in my life. Also, here we go. His Chiron is in Aries. I happen to be a Chiron Aries myself. I understand that sometimes I don't feel respected, especially if you tell me that my intellect or something is off and I'm not smart. I got problems, okay, guys? I'm just telling you, I got problems. Pray for me. Just pray for me, okay?
Ooh, it's a lot of
His
Aries energy.
Yes, he has a lot of Aries, and he and I have a lot of the same placements, which is interesting. I have a North Node in Aries, I have a Chiron in Aries, I have Saturn in Aries, just like him. So I understand how he got to this boiling point where it just erupted, and finally we got tired of being passive aggressive and just became aggressive.
Right.
Like
That's
that's
why I
literally
said, yeah, that's why I said that he got fed up. You can tell by the
Yep,
demeanor that he was saying it, like he is
yep,
fed up and tired. I was like,
absolutely. Absolutely. So his Mercury was then conjunct that, meaning that he was ready to express how he had always been disrespected, disregarded, tossed aside, ran over, all kinds of stuff. He was not having it. All of this, mind you, all of this energy is in opposition to all this crazy pants stuff down here. So basically, it was like shining a light on every time somebody told him he couldn't, on every time somebody stopped him from changing in the way that he wanted to, on every time this Uranus and it's right on the cusp between Virgo and Libra. Sometimes he doesn't know if he wants to be fair about the situation or he wants to pop off. Like he don't know if he want to like literally slap you in the mouth or yell at you from his seat. He don't know which way, but all that energy was kind of pent up, chaotic, and it was the perfect storm for him to pop off. Plus all of this Saturnian energy and Venus energy, kind of is squaring his the Scorpio moon that he has. So it's already that once he don't trust you, it's a wrap. Like once it's over, it's over.
so is Will a Libra Virgo cusp as well, since his
No,
birthday
he's
is on
solid Libra.
September 8th?
He's solid.
Okay, solid Libra. Okay.
He's
He's an
first
early
decan
Libra.
still, but he's solid Libra. And then but he's a Libra sun, Scorpio moon. Looks to me to be Gemini rising. That's a messed up. That's a
Ooh, Jesus.
Is that
that's
why his ears stick out?
it could be harder to hear with.
Mims, I
So
swear.
that's air, water, air energy, and mental
And
and
not just
emotional
that,
energy.
it's the stinger. Like the Scorpios are the FBI, CIA, CSI, NCIS,
Mm-hmm.
MI6 of the zodiac, and when they discover whatever it is they intend to discover about you, they will use that against you in every court of law and the court of public opinion. And when they decide they're gonna get you, they're gonna get you. There's no two ways about it.
Hmm.
You
They've
about to
been
I
get
waiting
think
got.
for you too.
I think Will was just upset because he was like, had I taken Dwayne, this never would have happened.
No, no. I'm gonna tell you now.
Oh
Listen,
my god.
not Mims. This has nothing to do with August. I really think it doesn't. I just really
I
think
said
so.
Dwayne.
I know that.
Had he
I'm
taken
Dwayne.
Dwayne to
ignoring
the
you.
Oscars, this would not have happened.
I'm ignoring you, messy self. I'm ignoring you.
I
This has nothing to do with the August thing. I think it does have a little bit of what Laverne had the nerve to do on the carpet. But they have been joking and joning on Will about being weak for so long. And he is so and people like you, Mims, calling him one of the girls.
I never called him a girl. He's the one who gave that man $1 million under the table and tried to hide it. He's the one that vacations with Dwayne Martin instead of Jada. I'm just honest.
That's
I'm
because
a straight
Dwayne Martin
shooter.
know how to get the hose. Excuse
I've
me,
never
Lisa.
called him a girl.
Listen, now, okay. The other thing you got to remember about them Scorpios, suns and moons, they are a little kinky.
Mm-hmm.
They a little freaky.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do something strange for some change. So I don't know.
Woo!
I mean, I'm willing to explore whether or not that $1 million under the table to Mr. Dwayne Martin did anything. I don't know. Whatever the man doing his bit, you know. Now, Corey, don't sit here and tell me that you ain't thought that was a possibility that man swung both ways.
No, not for me. But I thought
Corey,
Ricky
stop
Martin.
playing.
Well, listen, hey, I thought Ricky Martin was straight. Okay, so I could be wrong. My radar could be off. But what he did for Dwayne Martin was, you broke, you going through a divorce. Let me make sure you set up. He even gave the man a job he don't need on Bel Air. Dwayne Martin don't need to act ever.
Yeah,
Again.
because his best friend and special life partner is Will Smith.
You're
right. He don't need to ever
Not
act.
special life partner.
I'm not messing with you, Mims. Not today. Get behind thee, Messy.
Let me put my version of my banner up here.
You need to
Everything
say
stated in this video is opinion, interpretation, and conjecture. The only factual statements are those of the panelists' personal experiences. Okay, carry on.
Mims need to be saged. In your bath, a little cold.
Okay, well, Corey, I might need to be saged too because I have to wonder. Like, this man, he got a whole divorce from Gina, whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, old boy taking care of him. I mean, I got to ask. I've had my doubts. I just let it alone. Okay. It doesn't matter to me what that man does in his bedroom or her or theirs together.
Well, I mean,
But
it's
I
up to
have
him.
heard
That's
stories from
him.
people
Yes,
that have been a
allegedly.
part of the parties. I have heard stories from attendees of said parties.
Okay.
It wouldn't all.
The thing is
That's what
that
they
it's secret
into.
money. Let's just
If that's
clarify.
what they into.
It's the
Right.
fact that it
I'm
was
not
secret
judging.
money. You are a multimillionaire. If at any point you want to take care of your best friend or do things for your best friend, you're more than welcome to do so. He could have given him a job. He could have gave him just some vanity title and paid him. He didn't want to do that. He went through his attorney, who went through a shell company and an LLC to make sure that the money was not traceable to him.
Because they
That's
friends
what.
with Tisha too, though. Don't you think
Okay,
that's a
but
little?
the point
He
is,
utilizes resources.
okay, yeah,
Well,
and
if we gonna
Sheree
say that about
Whitfield.
Will and Dwayne, why can't we say that we still saying that about Gail and Oprah, right?
Oh,
Okay,
I've been
well,
saying that. Like, they just need to stop denying it now. We've been knowing that since she was 9. I lived in Chicago, and I know.
She was in Baltimore first.
Huh?
They were in Baltimore first.
Oprah
and Gail were in Baltimore first.
Okay. Well, when I caught up with her, she had an afro, and she was not skinny. And this is 1985 in Chicago. I was a freshman in college, and she was on the Channel 7, the ABC station, and she had her morning show. This was before she got syndicated and she blew up. I have seen her from big Afro Oprah. Okay. Her and Gail. So her and Gail, and then she picked up Stedman along the way, so it looked right. You know what I'm saying?
Now, that one I agree about.
Stedman does kind of look like Big Gay Al.
Oh, stop! Stop! Why Al Reynolds? Why? Can we let that
You know
sleeping
what?
dog
We never
lie?
were sure about his Stedman's sexuality, though. That
He's
was
playing
always
the
a
I
part.
don't. I mean,
question.
I never thought that he was gay. I thought that he was like
Stedman is
Oprah's
making his
beard.
point. Let him make his
Yeah,
point.
he understands the assignment. He ain't going nowhere.
Right. He not going anywhere. I get it. I'm just saying, like, every once in a while. Oh, Lisa Ann says she's a Scorpio moon. When she heard is bad, I'm way too emotional. The problem with the Scorpio moon, all my Scorpio moons, listen to me. The problem is that you all would get fixated on something and you can't get up off of it. And so you got to watch it because y'all will get an idea in your head, like Mr. Will did last night, that his assignment was to beat the living dog mess out of Chris Rock. That's what his assignment was because his owner told him, looked at him and said, boy,
Not owner.
when he act up tonight now,
That
you
owner.
gonna have to go up there and whip him because I can't. I got this dress on. You know, I got to get it back the same way it came to me. I don't own it. So I'm going to need you to jump up. If he act up, we own it. We own it. You know, that's what happened. I'm
That's
sticking
that
to that
fixed
story.
energy.
I have
She
like a
did.
theory.
And she shifted. She did that.
Step into the bad side.
Oof.
I have a
Didn't know
theory.
you had the bad
She did
side.
that Professor X mind situation on him. Mind. She had him controlled. She had him controlled. Y'all,
I feel like Chris Rock didn't swing back because that one lick told him everything he needed to know about what continuing on fighting with Will would do. Like, I know you don't believe the smack was real, but I believe it was real, and I believe that Chris Rock was that little small dude on the playground who would talk trash about everybody, and he talked trash about the wrong athlete, and then got his ass whipped, and was talking trash from the nurse's station. I think that slap was like, okay, wait, I'm not gonna win this. So what can I do? I
He
can
had a
keep
whole
it
TV
cute.
show about it.
I can stay calm, and I can go back into my comedian stance. And I think that's what he did, honestly.
He
Oh,
had a
who's
whole
got a
TV
whole?
show about it.
He did. Everybody hates Chris. Yep, sure did.
Why
Listen,
everybody hates
I'm walking
Chris?
around here. I'm looking around here for my darn sage and my, because we've been talking a whole
Oh wait,
lot
are
of.
you saging me?
I'm
Yes,
saging myself.
we need to
It's
say
every person for themselves. I'm saging myself. Now, whoever else wants some.
But hey, I got a early morning. You summoned me, so I came.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Just
sir.
remember,
I
you know what
appreciate
you get
you.
with me. You knew what it was when you signed the paperwork and had me up on your panel. All right. Good night,
Listen,
guys.
we had a good
good
time. I
night,
don't know what
man.
Good
you're talking
night,
about.
Mims.
All right, honey. Oh my gosh. You
Well,
guys go to Make It Make Sense. Go and subscribe to his channel, please. I
he
got to
will
catch
have
up.
you rolling.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's right, Miss Reese. The sage is bath water. He needs the sage. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, he did get down. Oh my God, today. So now we looked at his chart and his transits. I hope y'all see that was some mess. Yesterday he had a lot of energy going on that tells me that this was kind of gonna happen. Let me see if I can bring it over here. All this,
That's a lot. Ooh.
there's a lot going on, man.
Is this
And
like
it's
Mercury and retrograde type stuff? What happened last night? Could that be considered something like that?
Well, all I'm saying is the planetary energies were such that it was kind of like pulling him at both ends. It was kind of all of his pent up anger was just ready to be released. And it was in a way that he was going to do it. It was going to happen unexpectedly. It was going to erupt.
So it could have happened at the after party too.
It definitely could have. But look. But the reason, oh my God, I didn't even see this. We got Mars and the moon yesterday that was squaring by degrees his Mercury and Venus. Okay, so let me translate that.
Mm.
He's got Venus. They're cuspy. He's got Venus and Mercury in at the very edge of Libra, almost to Scorpio. So he's going to have a lot of scorpionic traits in the way that he loves. He was always going to marry a very strong willed, broody, mysterious. Can I just say he was always going to marry a witch? Would it be or
Okay.
the witch?
So is that why him and Sharita didn't wind up okay? She wasn't
They
strong
weren't
enough?
going to marry. She was not.
She's too kind.
She is. So everybody is after 10 o'clock. She wasn't a bitch. So I mean, that just wasn't gonna cut it for him.
Okay.
That wasn't
Because
gonna
I
cut
was
it for
like,
him.
why leave her for Jada? I mean, really?
She wasn't a bitch. She probably wasn't freaky enough.
Got you.
He's got Neptune and Scorpio as well. You got to be able to change, dream, fantasize. That's a lot of deep kind of delusion or illusion fantasy. Like that's some deep fantasy land.
Okay.
So the reason why I think he's so into like some of the areas of spirituality that he's into, and he gravitated to that because he can honestly be in tune with that. With these placements, he can be in tune with that at a very deep. My concern is it would be very kind of dark side energy that he would be able to really gain access to easily. And I think that's the path he's been taken down. Because doesn't she have some Islander in her or something like that? Like,
I think so. I'm not sure. I've never met her real dad, but I met her stepdad, so I don't know. I don't know about her dad's side of the family. But I think Gammy maybe have some island in there.
I that's what I heard. Oh, my kitty's back. That's what I heard, that there was some island there. And you know, people use the word occult and they always associate that with the like bad. Occult just means hidden wisdom. So there's not it's not always bad. Like there's a lot of hidden wisdoms that I've learned and discovered. That doesn't mean that they're bad. They're just hidden wisdoms. However, I'm going to say the dark side for what he would be able to be easily drawn into. He may have even had some sort of something like there might be some sort of family curses and stuff that runs in his family as well. Just looking at his chart, that's a very high potential for that to me. Because all this stuff is down here, down beneath the surface. Like you don't really know who you're getting. You don't really know what's going on deep down inside here. Because he's got everything hidden underneath the surface. There's a lot to him that we probably last night was a glimpse into another side of him that we've never seen.
Yeah, because she cracked open the facade.
Yeah.
Because
And
like I said, Sidney Poitier and all of them got on him, worked their little route or whatever at Quincy's house. He said they got down, they had a conversation, told him how he should act, what he should put out, what he shouldn't put out. They programmed him from day one. So now she did, like I said, she says, Black Hat Cow, we need to be the real people. Let's show our realness. Because it's time to be real. It's 2022, and he was not ready for it. So she tapped on that nerve, and then Chris just broke it wide open. He was like, I ain't having it. This is my night. Because if you notice, that film did not win not near other award except for Will's. They don't like the Williams sisters so much that they were only going to give them one award tonight. and it was Will. And this is not really for King Richard he got this award for. This is the award he should have gotten for Ali.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that because
Yeah,
Ali
he played
was
really well on that one.
that was amazing.
He
That
did
was
good
an
at King Richard
amazing
too.
film.
But I think this is for Ali. It's just like what Denzel got his Oscar for Training Day wasn't necessarily for Training Day. It was for a film or two he did a couple years before that he should have gotten the Oscar. But
Right.
we gonna say when y'all black people gonna get y'all awards. We gonna determine it.
Right. And they'd rather
And that's the sad.
and they'd rather give it when it's not that King Richard or Training Day wasn't that significant, but not
No,
that
it
King
wasn't.
Richard wasn't a significant movie, but I would say Ali and or Concussion. To be honest with you, Concussion was an amazing movie, and he should have gotten an award for that as well. The one about the NFL doctor,
Yeah, I think
that
the
Mhm.
NFL
discovered
had a lot to
HE.
do with him not getting it.
Yeah,
Huh?
that was a blockage. That was a blockage.
Yeah, I
from
think the NFL blocked that one.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna give it to him, like that was amazing. That one was amazing.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Mm-hmm.
He was
It
good
was
in
good, especially
Pursuit of Happiness too.
Pursuit of Happiness. I
Good
forgot about
Happiness.
that.
Yes, that
See,
was a good movie.
he's done a lot. He's done a lot. He should have been had an award for because
Exactly.
Pursuit of Happiness was amazing. Oh, good night, Tanya. Tanya, good night, honey. Strong Virgo, you got to go rule your husband. Go ahead, girl. I ain't mad at you. Listen, I'm not mad at you. I'm sure you're not a narcissist, so I'm sure you're fine, honey. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, they eventually got it to him. They better not take it away from him.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
That's what
have
I will
problems
say.
if they do.
that's reaching for me. You're
Sure,
taking an award.
He's already an Academy member. Once you have been a nominee, you are an Academy member.
Right, but they can kick you out.
They can kick him out of the Academy. They didn't take Harvey Weinstein's
Exactly.
I
statue
agree with you.
or Roman Polanski. So just
That's
kick him out
right.
of the Academy.
And they were involved in whole crimes against children. So I think y'all gonna have a hard time with this one, trying to get. I saw a part of Concussion the other night, talking with concussion syndrome because of that movie. I saw treatment. Oh, that's good.
That's good.
His son should have won an Oscar too for Pursuit. Yes,
Yes, he should
was
have.
so good.
Yeah.
In that. He was very good in that. Oh, good night, Dr. Simone.
I think they need to get him some therapy too. Oof.
Jada.
Oh, he also played in the movie Gemini too.
Yes.
I
That
did
was
not
good.
see
Also-
Gemini Man.
He also played in that movie, and I have to wonder, was that like a duality effect of how we see him in public versus how we saw him last night? You know, it kind of that just popped in my mind. Like, oh my gosh, he did play in Gemini, and that was a good movie.
Okay, guys, I'm pulling cards to see if he gonna lose his sign.
Oh, I hope not.
I really hope
Listen,
not.
this is what we do over here. This is what we do. We pull cards, we read charts, we have conversations. We know things over here. They probably decided no invite for 2023. Yeah, and listen, I don't think he
Yeah.
gonna want to come back anyway. Definitely not if Chris Rock is hosting. Like, they need not ever have Chris Rock and him in the same room. Never. Will earn the Oscar. I absolutely feel like that too as well. He should not be stripped. iRobot was really good.
Yes,
iRobot was really
iRobot
good.
was
That is one of my
good.
favorite movies. I Am Legend.
They could make a
Yeah.
sequel.
Of what? I Am Legend?
Him and
Hancock-
Michael B. Jordan are trying to work it out.
Cool.
They're gonna produce it.
Ooh.
Hancock was a good superhero movie for him
Hancock was
too.
good. It was different. Real
It
men
was.
punching from Memphis. uh-uh. No, Virginia, I don't think they are either. I'm gonna pull these cards of Juanita. No, she don't
The
think that
Wild
they're
Wild
gonna
West
be.
wasn't bad either.
What?
The Wild Wild West wasn't bad
It
either.
was fun for what it was supposed to be.
But what happened to the Wild Wild West was the original white actor who played Will's role on TV came
Yes,
out and said no black man should play this role.
I remember.
And he put a lot of stank on that. So no one else wanted to touch it after that. And then it flopped at the box office. It wasn't that bad. There are
It
some
really
plot
wasn't. It was
holes.
a fun movie. It was a fun
Mhm.
movie.
Mm.
Now remember when he was in Independence Day? Like I
Mhm.
fell in love with him in
Yep.
Independence Day. And then I fell in love with him all over again in Bad Boys, like the
Mhm.
original.
Yes.
Like I
7
literally
pounds.
almost 7
7
pounds
Pounds
was good too.
is a really good movie.
7 pounds was good too. All right, what am I seeing here, guys? All right, I've got Page of Coins, so he's gonna have some friends that are gonna help him.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
this is gonna be some 8 of Coins. This is gonna be some work though.
Mm.
There are some
Mm.
people that are really thinking about this. I got the 5 of Cups, so we're not done yet. Hang on one second. Let me pull a couple. So there's some more overwhelm to come. Hold on. All right, we've got the Chariot. I love my Game of Thrones cards. And Strength. I think he's gonna keep it, but this is gonna be.
It's
I
gonna be a
was
fight.
hoping this wouldn't
It's
get
gonna be a
drug out.
battle.
This is gonna get drug out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
the
there's been a
Hangman.
lot of people. There's been a lot
Go
of
ahead.
people saying he needs to go to jail and all that sorts of stuff. And I'm like, uh, it could go either way with that. Yes, it's a simple
Yeah,
assault on public platform like that.
yeah.
However, he deserved that trophy, and it was set for him to win that, obviously, because he was sitting in the front row. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, he was gonna win it. Like it was that's why
mm-hmm.
they didn't want him to leave. They can sit there and tell us all day, every day, twice on Sunday that because it came out that the producer was like, don't let him leave because he wanted to leave after he slapped the dog shit out that man. He wanted to leave.
Mhm.
And they wouldn't let that man leave.
They sent everybody and their mama, even Nicole Kidman, to tell him don't leave.
Yeah.
Everybody. So okay, the Hangman and the Fool. So they're gonna basically
Mm.
oh my God. He is going to there'll be some payments made under the table. He's basically going to have to keep himself squeaky clean for a while. Oh God,
He
Jada,
gonna have
she's
to
such a
hog
pain in
tie
the
Jada.
ass. Huh?
They're gonna have to hog tie Jada because she gonna run her mouth.
Literally, this is what I pulled. So the Queen of Coins is usually a dark skin, a woman of melanated,
Mm.
and then I got the 5 of Spears, which means 5 of Swords. Or the spears of the swords here? No, they're the wands. So she's gonna put up a fight, basically be like, "Don't give them what they want. Don't give in to that." Da, 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 da. That's what she gonna be saying, and then he gonna have to stand on his own as the King of Coins and be like, "Look, lady." He's gonna have to find the strength. That's why the strength card is here to stand on his own too and do what's right for himself.
He need to
So
get
I don't.
Gammy on his side though. If he get Gammy on his side, maybe they can control her.
I think Gammy's the only one. I have this weird feeling like the children can control her too, which is really interesting to me.
Willow definitely can.
Yeah, Willow. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see Willow because she's kind of similar to her nature. Like
Mhm.
they see eye to eye. They see each
yeah,
other, as Candy would say with Nene. They see each other.
they do see each other. They do see
Aren't they
each.
supposed to appear on the red table talk like her and Will to discuss
Yes,
what
I
had
don't know
happened?
what day. Hang on, let me Google it. Let me Google
I
it
kind of,
when.
yeah, I kind of felt that was going to happen as soon as that incident happened. Like, oh snap! I don't think they're going to address this until they pull everybody to their platform, so all eyes can be on them. So
I've not seen that one Red Table Talk. I've only
I've
seen
seen a
clips.
few. I had seen a couple before the entanglement, and then I saw the entanglement. You know what? I watch it when there's mess. That's not really not nice, is it? So I watched it. I, w- oh,
It's okay. We won't tell nobody.
okay. I watched it when Tristan Thompson messed around with that Jordan girl, and they brought the Jordan girl on there to protect her from against the Kardashians.
She needed
Jordan,
protection.
she needed
yeah,
protect.
she needed. Yeah,
She needed that.
I kind
And
of
then
watched.
go ahead.
I kind of watched part of the episode of Aisha Curry's family on there, but I couldn't sit there long. I clicked off about 10 minutes into the thing. I was like, nope, I can't.
I've seen some other ones though, like when she's had other guests, and then I mean I've enjoyed like oh God, didn't she have Niecy Nash on there? I think she had Niecy Nash on
Mm-hmm.
there.
Her
I
and
watched
Hmm.
that.
her
Her
wife.
wife.
Her
Yep.
wife, yeah.
I saw that. I feel like I saw some like it's just really hit and miss because I don't go to Facebook for
Me
that
neither.
kind of content.
Yeah,
So it's
same
very hit
here.
or miss for me with that. So I'm trying to see when.
I think Mark Zuckerberg is the devil. I'm sorry. That's how
Wow,
I feel.
that was
I
wow. Well, we
I'll
don't
second
disagree
that.
with you over here. We don't
Well, we
disagree with
don't
you.
disagree. Yeah, I'll second that motion.
Uh,
If I wasn't a political refugee of Twitter, I wouldn't even use IG.
if political refugee.
Mhm. I got banned.
Listen, I am a chosen refugee. I choose just not to because I get in trouble from my political beliefs because I don't toe the party line on
Laura
one party or
Ingraham
another. I'm
got
very
me thrown out.
independent. Huh?
I went I went toe to toe with Laura Ingraham, and she got me
Oh,
thrown.
Oh my.
mm.
Yeah, I don't
You
even
picked
care anymore.
you really picked a big fight, didn't you?
Yeah,
You
well,
picked a
because she
Oh
big
kept
yeah.
saying, she got on my nerves. Talking about she gonna wear Converse. I said, "You dumb racist idiot! Converse or Nike, stupid." And then that started the ball running. And I wouldn't say I'm sorry, and I wouldn't take the tweet down. So I'm just like, do what you gotta do. I'm not
Well,
kissing that
I
white
get in
lady
trouble for
wrong.
other reasons, so because I
Yeah, I
don't
got in trouble with ADOS too. So
you just like
Isaiah
picking
Thomas,
fights.
Isaiah, whatever his name is from ER, probably had a hand in that in my boot off too. So
Oh my God. Okay, so what
yeah.
day of the week does these darn videos y'all drop? I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, let's see here. Sandra Bullock was on there?
Yeah, they're friends.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, they're friends. They have pretty powerful friends in Hollywood. That's why I was like, Laverne, why, girl? Why do it to yourself? You're not gonna you're not gonna
Laverne must just not care.
she
Okay,
don't.
so looks like it comes out on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I would
Mm-hmm.
imagine that Wednesday will be Will Day.
They're gonna have him trussed up again, huh?
I would yeah. And he better be apologetic and contrite and remorseful.
Because they didn't like him in the family party in that Vanity Fair, that's for sure.
Yeah, they definitely didn't. Oh, they were having a field day with that. They was like, he's celebrating and he should be remorseful, and I'm like,
Oh boy, I
well, he
really
did.
want to say this. I want to say this, but I don't want nobody to take any offense to when I say this. I want no one to take any offense. But like I said earlier today, and there's no but. I said this earlier this evening. I am tired of us, melanated, be we indigenous or from the African continent. I'm tired of us having to conform to other people's culture and
Hallelujah.
not being allowed to be
I
our
agree.
own.
Thank you.
I agree.
And I don't mean any harm by that, and I don't mean any disrespect. So I hope I hope I don't lose a bunch of subscribers on the replays now. But I don't mean anything by that. But what I'm saying is that if you look at the Latino community, the Asian community, the African community, the immigrant African community,
Mm-hmm.
they all are allowed to have their culture
Mm-hmm.
with no issues. There's no problems. There's no call for assimilation or validation by any other culture. I'm
Yeah.
tired. I'm
Yeah.
tired of having to live up to somebody else's, which is why I choose not to live up to other people's standards or thought processes of how I should conduct myself or what my culture should be or how I'm supposed to think, act, or be as a melanated woman.
Amen.
Right? We're not a
Mm-hmm.
monolith. Like I probably have very different. In fact, I know I have some very differing political views from Miss Corey. And at first, I was like, I don't know if Miss Corey is ever really going to like me because she and I have very, very different viewpoints of view on a lot of things. But
But I welcome it though.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
we can have intelligent conversation and completely disagree on opposite sides and raise our voices, and other people would think that we're hollering at each other, but we just talking.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then
We
once
having
I
a good old time.
exactly, and once I say what's on my chest, girl, we cool. I can't. After it's all said and done, we can argue, we can yell, scream, because we passionate peoples. After I've said what I
Mm-hmm.
said, and you accept that I've said what I said, and I have received what you have said, we can be cool afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
That's called being grown
Mm-hmm.
ups.
Agree to
Exactly.
disagree.
And then
Amen.
go on. But at least now we hear each other and it gives me a different perspective. And that's
Yeah.
all I ever hope to do is be able to say, okay, well, here's my perspective. You have your perspective. Maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle. Maybe we can't, but we're still going to be friends at the end. However, Miss Kenzie, Miss
Mm-hmm.
Kenzie, Miss Kenzie J, baby, I love you.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Honey, Will Smith slapping the dog mess out of Chris Rock is, sweetheart, nowhere close to Casey Anthony unaliving her, what she was, 3, 4-year-old child, lying about it, putting the child in the trunk, and then wrapping the child up in a garbage bag with tape, duct tape, and throwing the child's body into the woods and letting it decompose to the point beyond any semblance of return, and then trying to blame it on a Latino babysitter that was non-existent. We can't equate that, sweetheart. I can't let you do that because that's unfortunately part of the problem we face is that and when I say we, I mean melanated people, do something that is outside of social norms, social mores, or what have you, that might be right or might be wrong, but then we're automatically, it's like it goes to this nth degree that it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? So creepy, didn't care, remorseful, but we can't put him in the same context with a woman that unalived her child. Okay, I love you, sweetheart. I just want that. I just want you to understand where we're coming from. If I say that, okay. Okay. All right. Moving right along. Moving right along. Moving right along. Rosie Frank says, as a white woman, let me think for myself and say what I mean. You say what you mean. It's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But also, I'm gonna tell you, as a melanated woman, I get tired of jumping in y'all's fights. Now, this is going way past Will. I'm sorry, but sometimes y'all men act up. I can't be involved with your man acting up. As you see,
Okay.
we got enough to deal with over here. I
Okay.
can't help it. I can't help it. Jesus. Thank you for the super sticker, LaShane. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
We can't be windmilling all the time.
Child.
No,
It
not
gets
for
tiresome.
everybody. I gotta let y'all handle
With-
y'all. I can't help it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh my God. Hey Carolyn, how are you, sweetheart? I hope things are going well. Juanita is throwing up the meditation sign. She done thrown up the meditate. That's the only thing I don't like about Restream is it doesn't show the little icon. She done put the meditation icons like who sigh.
Child. And
Oh,
will
yeah.
shit.
We gonna be doing. I can't even do the Tina Turner. I can never repeat the Namyo Ray. Hey God,
Nam yo ringe kyo.
Nam yo hey girl.
we're gonna
Nam
need to
yo
do that in a
nam yo
minute.
ringe kyo.
Nam yo renge kyo. Nam yo renge kyo.
Yeah, I used to be a Buddhist for over 10 years. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Tibetan Buddhist. Not Tibetan, Thai, Burmese.
Wow.
Interesting.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Anna. Who y'all? Okay, well, what else we gonna talk about? But we're gonna get on off here and let people go to bed.
I enjoyed this. I'm glad I caught you.
Yes. Same
Oh,
here.
thank you. Yeah, I
I
need to
thought
do this
people might
more.
be tired of hearing from me because I've been on all day.
Yeah, I be
Girl,
seeing you on Sherelle's World, and I'm like, she's getting it. She's letting us know. She's letting us know.
You know,
She's
people
letting us
they
know.
get tired of me, so I take sabbaticals every now and again. But I just had to I had to come in because I love Lisa's energy. I was like, I hope she don't feel like I don't like her because I love her.
I thought at first, I ain't gonna lie. I thought at first, I'm like, oh, me and Corey might not get along because we're two very, very strong opinionated women. And not that two opinionated women can't get along, but you never quite know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How,
Mm-hmm.
well, and that's a shame that that's how we think. That's our natural reaction. Like, we got to be careful on the approach, you know? But
Yeah, I come my claws out first, then I ask the questions later. That I'm working on me. I'm a Leo. I'm working on me.
see, that's why we get along.
Oh.
I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
So I love my Leos, honey. I loves my Leos.
My son is a Leo, so I get
My
where
son
you're coming
too.
from.
And we butt
And
heads all day.
I bet you do.
ooh, wee.
I
Because
bet you
he's a
do.
miniature me. He's a miniature
Mhm.
me in male
Mhm.
form. I told my
Mhm.
mother I
Mine,
had
yeah.
big D energy, and I that's probably why I'm manless. Because I got big D energy.
Mine's trying to negotiate with me because I'm a Libra, so he
Oh,
likes to
okay.
negotiate. But we get it. We come to a neutral ground, so it's all good.
Yeah.
He's loyal. He loyal to the default. So,
But
and
you
I
all
love
should
how
be a good
Leo.
match. Leos and
Huh?
Libras should be a good match because y'all sextiles,
Okay.
so that's cousins. So y'all should be able to get along.
Mhm.
Hey, do you mind? Can I use my hands?
No, he said he said it's time to give me some attention, Mom.
Absolutely.
Gemini said no, not today.
Gemini is ready for me to be done. Yeah, I love my Leos. And so but I declaw y'all pretty quick. I disarm you pretty quick.
Yeah, you do. And I liked it, but it wasn't too bad. I just rolled over and showed you my belly.
Mhm.
It
You know, I
was
come in
okay.
peace.
It was
I come in
okay.
peace. It's no big deal.
Give it-
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a Leo, so that just it's
Okay.
just I love my Leos. What can I say? Plus, we're the mother and father of the zodiac, so it's
Yep.
like we come in and we run. You are so bad.
I love Gemini.
That face.
Giving all the face.
He said,
In
"All right,
this
now it's time to go, y'all."
Yeah, Corey. Listen, Corey be all over the YouTube streets, and I be all over YouTube streets too lately. I just been some everywhere.
Well, thank you,
Thank
Juanita.
you.
Love you back.
Thank you, honey. I love you. There was so much fun. We'll have to do this
Okay.
again. I need to come on live and just do a panel more often.
Okay. I love it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Let's do it
Good
more.
night, everybody. Love you,
All
Good
right,
Jen.
night,
guys.
Courtney.
All
Good
right.
night, Miss Corey.
Good night. Mwah.
All right, gang. We are going to let me help her. All right, lady. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
say goodnight, child. It's 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gemini is ready to go to bed. She is not happy now at this point. She's like, we got to go to bed. You've been on here for over 2 hours. We done.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Well, thank you so much. This was great. This was fun. It was informative. I think we went a whole lot of different directions, but they were all good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, same here, Miss Lisa. You always give the good teas.
And I've been trying to get on here about these Wendy Williams teas, but God dang it. Then Will
Everybody
slapped
just
the mess out
acting
of
up.
somebody. Yeah, then Will slapped the mess out of Chris. What I was supposed to do then? We're gonna get back on some more of these Wendy Williams teas, what they're trying to do to her and a few other people. So all right, guys.
All
Well,
right.
huh?
I said, all right now.
All right, sweetheart. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna say good night here. I'm gonna let you on down, Miss Melinda J. Please go subscribe to her channel as well. All right, gang. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so much. Namaste, guys. Good night. Bye.